I want to read you a poem. I pulled this book out. My niece is a writer. She just published a little pamphlet of poems. It's called Prisms. Her name is Eden Ariel Gordon. I'll read you this one and then we'll meditate and do a little journaling. This one's called The Waterfall. There are things that words can't express, things that images can't contain. The feeling of wind or the spider web shivers erupting from the touch of another's hand, the damp of ocean spray, the laughter of a hawk mirrored by a distant other, the feeling of wings blooming out of your back, the feeling of entering a new world in your mind, the subwoofer boom of a waterfall smashing against the rocks beneath it, the lush burst of a first sip of cool water on your tongue. There's no spell for immortality, yet here I am playing at alchemy, throwing sheets over ghosts. I can't bring you to this waterfall, but I can tell you of the wind, the shadows of the trees, the sunlight glittering off the pines, the ragged cliffs, the rhythm of the water's motion, thrumming under everything. 26 years old. Thank you, Eden. Yeah. All right. So let's meditate. Just meditating on the vulnerability of just even as in that poem, like allowing yourself to really feel and taste and touch and be so open to life that we're not separate from it. Make yourself comfortable. Just allowing your body to find an easy position, whether it's sitting up or laying down. And let's imagine that we are breathing into our hearts. Let's let the breath be a caress of the heart. And if it helps, you can place a hand on your heart. Just notice what it is to really connect to your own heart and feel the places where you feel truly vulnerable, vulnerable to life, vulnerable to these rare diseases that your children are walking with or living with, being with. Breathing into the tenderness of what it is to be alive and be connected to your own heart, to the palpable vulnerability of being alive. You might even be curious about places in your heart where you feel open, where you are sharing yourself, where you're allowing yourself to be vulnerable. And others where you're not. What supports you to trust that it's safe to open, to show the underside of your pain, of your grief. Notice what it's like. And if you can, really rest, stay with your heart and what supports you to stay in your heart and to share the tender places. And have there been moments where you've shared and someone has held you so deeply in your sadness, in your pain, in your grief? Let's take another moment and see if there have also been moments where you've felt betrayed when you opened your heart and shared yourself. And someone didn't act in a loving way, in a kind way. Maybe they took advantage of your vulnerability. And then let's take a deep breath. Let's pull out our journals and we'll just reflect for a few minutes and then come back to. back, and I'm curious what has arisen.